Concern, the podcast.
Welcome back to Whom It May Concern, the podcast, season 2. This podcast is where we're going to deep dive into life after 35, parenting, purpose, and everything in between. If you're new here, I'm your host, Phillip Brandon. I'm a dad of 4, content creator, and someone who's very passionate about building a legacy, not just for me, but for my family and my entire community. Today's episode is all about setting the foundation for the year ahead, 2025. We'll talk about who we are, where we're headed, and how our unique experiences shape the journey. And I'm not just talking about our goals. I'm talking about our purpose, identity, and owning the unfair advantages that life has given us. So if you're ready, tune in, turn up. Let's get into it. All right. I want to take a moment to reflect. This is very important for us as beings at this point in our life in particular. For me, 2025 is a year of alignment. I'm aligning my personal goals with my professional vision and how that's going to impact and shape the world. Here's a quick snapshot of where I stand. As I mentioned before in season 1 and here again, I'm a father of 4 amazing children, each with their own personalities and different quirks. Shout out to Langston, my youngest baby boy, who's teaching me extreme amount of patience in ways that I never expected. He's so cool, calm, and collected. I live in Cary, North Carolina, a town that is bustling and has completely transformed the way I view community, family, and most importantly, opportunity. Right now, I'm on a mission to launch a nonprofit aimed at helping at-risk youth through education, technology, and the arts. Why? I've seen firsthand how access, or the lack thereof, can shape someone's future. Enough about me. I want you to think about where you are right now at this particular point in your life. What's driving you this year? And what's that one thing that you've been saying you'll start, but you haven't gotten to it yet? Let this be the year that you do it. My action or call to action for you as my audience, whether it's 5 or 500, I want you to grab your notebooks right now or your app on your phone and write down 3 things that you want to accomplish this year. They don't have to be big. They just have to be real. They have to be personal to who you are and where you see yourself moving forward. So let's talk about purpose. I've learned that purpose isn't something that you find, it's something that you build. For me, purpose means creating a better future for my kids and making a difference in my community. It's about using my platform, whether it's on this podcast, social media, or my nonprofit, to inspire change. Special thanks to our non-sponsor, Celsius. This just happens to be a drink that I adore. When I'm in need of a pick-me-up, Celsius comes to the rescue. If I have a long, drive, a long production day like we're having today, Celsius is absolutely the one and not the 2. Helps to burn metabolism, burn body fat, has 0 sugar. 0 sugar? You need that. I need that for sure. 0 sugar, 7 essential vitamins. I mean, just absolutely does its job and tastes amazing. I'm actually drinking the sparkling kiwi guava. Highly recommended from Phillip Brandon and To Whom It May Concern, the podcast. Celsius, you guys got a great product. Thank you. Here are a few ways to define and build your purpose. Start with your story. Think about the challenges that you've overcome and how they've shaped you. For me, being a father has taught me resilience. It's taught me patience. It's taught me how to laugh when things go sideways and upside down. And trust me, that happens often. I want you to also identify what fires you up. What's that one thing that keeps you awake in a good way? For me, it's the idea that every child, regardless of their background, they deserve access to resources and opportunities. I was that one child once. I want you to take small steps. You don't have to change the world overnight, but just start with what you can do today, whether it's mentoring someone, volunteering, or just showing up for your family in a meaningful way. I'll give you an example. A few years ago, I realized that my kids would be growing up in a world where technology dominates everything. So instead of just complaining about it, I decided to learn a little bit more about how tech could be a tool for creativity. And that's when I started thinking about my nonprofit and how I could use it to teach kids graphic design, coding, or digital storytelling. That one small idea has grown into a vision I'm working on every single day. When I realized how much my oldest child, Brayden, was so much drawn to graphic design, to coding, I knew there was untapped potential there. But he's just one child. There's several others. That's my goal. That's my vision, is to make sure that children are not deprived of these very specific and very cool skill sets. I'm on a mission to make sure that I can bring those skill sets to that child in a very meaningful and impactful way. Now let's talk about some unfair advantages. These are going to be the unique experiences, skills, or circumstances that set you apart. So for me, my unfair advantage happens to include my authenticity. I've built a platform based on being real about parenting, about struggles that I've experienced, real about my wins, and I'll tell you a little bit more about my losses as well. My community. I love living in Cary, North Carolina. It's given me access to amazing resources, from local businesses to tech hubs in the Triangle region. Additionally, my creative vision. My passion for storytelling and design has allowed me to connect with people in ways I've never imagined. So what's your unfair advantage? Maybe it's your ability to connect with people. Maybe it's your creativity, or even your lived experiences. Whatever it is, own it. So my action for you today, my audience, I want you to write down one unfair advantage and how you can use it to create impact in 2025. Be a change agent, or the change that you wish to see. As we conclude this episode, I want to leave you with this. Who you are right now is enough to start building the life you want. You don't need to wait for a perfect moment or have everything figured out. I promise you that. Just take the first step. In our next episode, we're going to be diving into what it means to being a Black millennial parent in 2025. The wins, the struggles, and everything in between. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. If this episode resonated with you, I want you to share it with someone who needs a little push to start their 2025 on the right foot. And as always, you can find me on Instagram as well as TikTok, since TikTok is back, and of course YouTube at To Whom It May Concern, the podcast. Let's build this year together. Until next time, stay real, stay present, stay grounded.